Well, it's about the Formula One 23, my team took their episode 8 and 8 time of Monaco Grand Prix, another Easter to something going down in Monaco for me. So obviously, we came off a pretty good um, race in Mola, and I think I've done better than I expected. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to last episode and you definitely need to watch that. That guaranteeing you absolutely love this episode. That episode, the mental things have happened that episode. But recommend you go back and watch that one. So I'm gonna take you with upgrade or short that I like to bring, but obviously not upgrade. I'll come in Molotov. There'll be apps for Molotov. So there'll be, I think there's be two in Spain and then one at the Spain with Antonio. So I'm gonna do I just wanna do power team building because I wanna get some good big help of that already for myself. So we do that and I feel like on the these that we sold so I can show you but spoiler alert, two said that before I went down. Never mind. I finished P11. So if you watched the last episode, you know that I had back to back neck flat, which is an absolute nonsense never happened one in this game. It's been over the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 races. So it's quite cool that happened. And initially I was supposed to finish P7, obviously it doesn't look like today. I end up very slower. This is how pick tape, you know what I mean? So that we saw P11 and I still think it's pretty good. And so that Max won these slaying races, so pretty good performer from Max Verstappen. Charles Leclerc obviously did the competitive to Max. Um, it's not exactly what real life is, so there's a power. So voice crack. So there's a power has performed under expectations than what he's supposed to do in real life. So I'm gonna quickly double check if I need to change something to say gearbox. We got really bad gearbox, so we probably need to improve the ability on the gearbox for sure. 27% audio turbocharger audio editor, so I'm happy to keep like that. We're fine. The over RD, so yeah, those two of them come in before Spain and one of them come in after Spain, so that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna see what the details I can get. Because those details can do, yep, we reach the maximum capacity. Those can actually only improve chassis. We actually improve most monetary structure, which improve we can't do this one fortunately by the ability time. So I can get that now. And I did need a bit kit in the car because I do need that. And it will come just before Canada. You know what? Why not? Like do it. I definitely need to upgrade the car as quick as possible. And then for seriously, what we got 1.5 million. So aerodynamic, we can do 1.25. The build time, we sort of put enough time, enough money, nothing, personnel. And then this one to come in later on, I think, powertrain, same, the ability, pretty much the same, and provide the positive effect from the team activity. Don't mind doing that. 1.1. I think I'm gonna do this 1.1 quite cheap, and I'm gonna try to get the cheaper one as possible. But I think I'm happy with that, and we probably need to start saving money up, but this is that got no tax for a contract renewable, but I'm not sure that apply in this contract. Yep, but save money up until then, and I will definitely sign him back, and then that will be all the way to the end of the season. So what I think they should have employed is the contract. I think you should have an option where you can put how that as one manager you should put in how many seeds you want to achieve you can buy out all that sort of thing. And with like if they input that into the in this game, so I think you make it really good and actually to help with the spicing thing though. That's what I think they should do. So I'm hoping, oh, we got marketing department event going on. But marketing would like to expand and rather merge store and would like your input in what do you actually we should include a higher cost for clothing, hoodie and jacket with our lower top with cap and flat or an order. Uh, I mean, I think I'm gonna do that.
Thanks for dealing with that.
Yeah, I think
The
most people
departments
with a hoodie
appreciate
and
it.
jacket don't like anyway. So let's stimulate and hopefully we do well in Monaco. So I'll see you at 20. At the beat of that tactic one, which is our show the replay, there were I think I think Sturgis Putler takes me. But like I hit to him back and told that I told it well, I told you it's my fault. I apologise to him. Secondly, he gave me a little treatment in one of the races before Monaco. She probably didn't replay, did I add that one in, it was in practice. And first one is now in Monaco. As you can see, before that happened, he on you know that turn one up the hill, like that bit before got to that breaking point. Pella just went into me. So I was like, the hell is the problem, mate? But I did a bot about it, happened out, and then the moment comes with this bit, I don't know, it must have hate me so much. I mean, I have not, I mean, but I still hold one shit over my sister file though. Mate, no what, if that happened. So, but I'm gonna forget about it. Um, but to be honest, the paint in Monaco for me is not too shabby. Was it the best? Could have done better if I'm honest, but I think there's a possibility that I should do more quality if I'm confident that in Monaco is fairly tight and taller, but to be very careful with it. So I just that I just may think they about Monaco is try not to panic or get impatient and that is back. I tried to upgrade it or the upgrade that I'm wanting is currently or taken, so I have to wait a bit. So I'm gonna go to quality. So hopefully I can get some positive result in quality. And I just forgot to check for the component, the propeller takes me. I'm not sure if that did the damage on that component of mine. When I double check that one up, hopefully it doesn't. Obviously I'm running at maximum power force because I was scheduled 100%. So the engine and energy store, I'm even fine with that one. 43%, I guess you're okay. How long does that take? 7 minutes. That one, 4 minutes. You know what? I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna run with it. It's fun. Right. I'm gonna get ready to pop out. So I'll see you at the end of phase one. As you see, I've made a mistake. So thankfully it wasn't external damage. So I got away with that one. So gonna fix the car and then I'll go straight back home. I made mistakes in that one. I was obviously on here today. I mean, I still don't speak too early. I think that's what happens. Like, I still don't speak too early. I've always hated that dirty section, that bit. I've always hated it because the car needed accelerate too much. And if you do end up going on the curve, you end up spinning the car. And it always button shot about there. I've always hated that bit. So I'm gonna pick the car up and then get straight back home. Oh, that made sure the track is clear before I go back home. Because Monaco is bad, but it's proper forward.
Car repairs have set us back a little.
I'm gonna pop on that. So to make sure I don't make the same mistake, don't accelerate too much. Just let the car coast around, and I should be able to get on the button. I didn't know that I did the practice it. I told that control. Oh, that made it to be a long 40 hours wait ever. But where am I finishing? Where am I at the moment? 23rd. Who stay last? Oh god. You see this is my point about Monaco. I bloody hate Monaco. Why? How did people love that in Monaco? How did it get minute 30? What part am I slightly on? What part? Is it I know the turn one I think it's fine. Is it what about that hairpin? Is that bit that I'm slightly on the most? But my support is accelerated, I know you can't accelerate like that, but you have to coast it around. What about how can I improve about on that marathon? I don't know, man. I have no clue. So I don't gonna see you at the race end of the race.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino that first opened in 1863. And of course, a certain road race first held in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Stroll, Ocon, Oscar Piastri, Gasly, Joe, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Albon, Magnussen, Sonoda, Sargent, De Vries, the owner driver, De Vries. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So, as we don't know at all, they must be, speed what I see full blue. So what happened like there maybe is this, but we don't know to go ahead with Monaco Grand Prix, and we are planning to see one stop between like back to the most fantasy one stop. So I'm checking on what I should put down between medium to hard, and I did think about doing um stop at the end where I can do like hard but then stop. But I was thinking that, but I didn't really think it's a good plan to go ahead with it because hard tire it takes ages to warm up to hazy. So I don't think that's a good idea, and I didn't think about doing stop first. But I didn't really think it's a good plan. But I thought just stick with medium to hard. It's much easier advantage point for me to medium tire is very easy to heat up and everything. Compared to hard tires take ages, and the track it obviously isn't um,
Okay, so everything looks
like
good on the
warmed
power
up
unit
enough in
cycles,
the
so let's
Formula One
concentrate
manager.
on bringing tyres and
You
brakes
go
up
a
to
long
temperature.
time on the track, when you put hard tire on, the track heat and everything actually in good heat for the hard tire to heat up. You know what I mean? Like we don't know to come to our reform with perfect stop. This is true. Is that ready for race line? Away we go in Monaco. Absolutely stunning
The energy
start.
stores
For
depleted.
me, you see George Russell
Teams
took the
reducing
lead.
our
It was
overall
P1
capacity.
and
The more
Leclerc
charge
is
you hold,
fighting
the
Max
faster that
with that
capacity will drop.
P2 and we have the Murray for finishing slogan stars and I don't understand where that comes from and we got ahead of Yuki Tsunoda with that with a phenomenal start. For me, they were the car, it was too tight ahead about was so slow on that start and I had one of the best starts to that was I got my stop up to P18, which I'm very happy about. And I'm now this hairpin, one of the most hairpin I hate it so much, but it goes so slow. And if you accelerate a bit too much, you're going into the wall. I don't want that. If you brake too slow, you lose too much time for the car. I hate to do. So obviously, I had to figure out how to do that properly. But the pace of my Model Car on how I felt about it. I think it was reasonable pace. It was obviously we're not exactly the best car, but it was like the second best car. But still, I got a lot to play with the car. So obviously, I still feel confident. It's just that the reason why I don't like Monaco so much is because over the
That
course
start
of
was
the
okay.
year
Now stay
that
alert
I've
for
got the
threats
game of
around you.
everyone, which is I started with 2012, it won with Lewis Hamilton in McLaren, Fox the Bow cover, and I think on 2011 I can't remember, that was on 8 spot, and that was from there, after that one, I had to play the single game all the way to 2019, and that's when I came back into it. I love it always struggle in Monaco because one is very tight, smooth two it's barely even any overtake there. And it's only one gear that goes measure it at start and finish area and they cut a lot of the corner well you get extremely careful. But at that point it's just that the same point I did in the first time because it's very tight circuit. So I need to make sure I don't bump into the wall or anything like that. So that to be you know that somewhat confident but cautious at the same time, and it's really hard to do that. So actually, because I'm used to know that
DRS is
actually
being
started to
enabled
challenge
this
me
lap.
to
We can
join
use
on the
DRS when you're
outside,
within 1
but
second
I
of
was
the car
like, no,
ahead
no, no, no,
and
no,
in the
not
DRS zone.
overtaking me here. So I had to think with it, don't put me for that, because I don't want to overtake him. So we've gone over the lap 5. So it's been like 2 laps later. It's been the same thing. It's always been the same thing. Um, with Yuki and Logan, the 3 and 2, we all are fighting against each other for P18. I lost so much time because I was being very cautious with the car to not to crash it and everything. So I was constantly telling myself, I was speaking to myself every single call I go to, and I just got front wing damage. And UT has just challenged me, and I got the damage as well. You just see he bars into me right there. So I don't know why I've done that. Another one again, and it's just trying to take me out. So it's just getting me bloody underfloor damage, and it's chaos, absolute chaos. With Loaded and the 3, they stopped at the track. Who to do anything about it? So what the hell
Okay,
has
safety
just
car deployed.
happened?
Safety
And
car's been
safety
deployed.
car
Watch your
is
delta.
out.
Make sure you keep it
So what
positive as
the
we pass the
hell has
pack.
happened?
Okay, the officials have
You
deployed the
two
safety
decided
car
to
due to
take me
multiple
on,
cars being
take me
stopped on
damage.
track. Mind your
The
delta.
3 and stars it
Okay,
stopped
let's
at the
go
track.
now. Come
The
on.
2 to crash out with me. So I have to so
Perfect job from
really
you and the crew
understand
there, mate. We're
what's
delighted
just
with that.
happened.
Okay, one stop to go. Just one stop left
And
in
I
this
got
strategy.
Morley for crossing the white line, and I got the 3 it got fast, but the penalty that definitely got something to do with the damage, and plus because as I see I went back the pit lane again because my pit crew did not put front wheels on. Got to go back in again. It's kind of annoying. And also one key power you every time I see in a poor smooth
Right, let's
it's
go. Come on.
because
And this
I need
lap.
to double
Let's
check
make sure
if
those
I
tyres are
did
up to temperature. And remember, there's no
record it
overtaking until the timing line.
but it's on
Stay in
PlayStation so
position
it's the
until the
fun
green
so I need to
flags.
double check it and everything. So that's why I did that, and safety car is now going in, and I didn't manage to catch up the safety car because I had to pit twice back to back because my pit crew didn't even put front wings on, which I was really annoyed about. But that's fine, I'm not gonna complain. As you can see, I the difference is from what I am right now is because like so since I have
Okay, we need to push
all the
now. Use
opportunity
the
to heat up
overtake
the
button for
car
more power.
so I can
And gap to the
have a
car in
really
front
good
is
takeoff compared to
2.0
the car
seconds.
that's behind safety car. They take
Okay,
longer to
clear.
heat up, so that's why you might see have really good pace. Obviously not the best pace, but I still got the pace for it. But man, I can catch up with the car ahead, and that is always the part of the move because of that hairpin. It's so slow for everybody. So the only speed you can actually ride on the hairpin is that 40 miles per hour, which is I've been saying. Um, so obviously it was quite disappointing with that indifference, if you will, on Yuki Tsunoda and me. Because Yuki, because obviously the reason why that happened is that mentioned more. Yuki scored the opportunity, but he didn't need to do that. He didn't need damage at that end of that corner. It's just when he to me for no reason and had done that. Like Kamagard or Master I can't exactly remember the word for it. Died onto me on the inside, which is very risky to do. We should have done it on the outside because you couldn't get
Good
on
pace.
way
You're
with
catching the car in
damage
front by about a second
instead
a
of
lap.
going inside, you know what I mean? And that's my mark. I just said the top close to know. He just said that the pace is good. I'm actually just catch up the car. I mean on Tamo, POV, and he will overtake it Magnussen on the outside and in the inside on the hairpin. What's an overtake from Sergio Perez? Because that was pretty good overtake for Perez, but unfortunately because it's Monaco, he can't overtake as much as he can. So he'll be struggling to overtake, and he P60 and it's still a long way to go for Sergio. He can cut into twice, and for me, I have that it's a long way to go to make the opportunity for me to redeem myself, and it's just I was so slow in that turn because I was just like so cautious about crashing into the wall. So I was just like, gotta be careful, I gotta be careful, I gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? So I was stuck in my car to see a bit, well,
DRS
that I
has been
was
enabled.
somewhat
DRS is now
fly,
enabled.
that I actually have to do no damage, but I still do have the damage, which is kind of annoying because that will affect your speed and downforce if I'm talking about. So obviously I still have to rely on the tire more on the car because if you don't have that much downforce and if you have a really good tire, it should break a little bit later. So that's why I'm being cautious as well. And just before we got on out there, it's just being and nearly went into yuki. So it's just like it's about this scenario most definitely what I do. And this one thing I'm doing is a pit crew pitted and chased my front wing in the first go. And I just
There's a new
practicing more
strategy
again.
available on the MFD.
This far that for me and for NHW racing, like I just uh, it's so annoying that I got into the wall like that. And that's the thing, like sweating the pit lane. It's so obviously I have to take my smack machine, but I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna retire from the race. So I think it was a better um, solution for me to do that. Just take my car, just take the money and everything. So yeah, at the end of the
That's
race
it
for
then
me.
for another nail-biting Monaco Grand Prix. We were on the edge of our seats the whole time, but they've come through to take a stunning victory. Tell me, Ant, how do they manage to achieve this win?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
Well, as you see, George Murray or Monaco, the no expecting matches first, and yes, I decided to retire from my race early on in lap 12. So that, me to explain to you why. One, I had underfloor damage, but obviously that caused a little bit of problem with me because I can. You may see me rather in maximum speed as much as I can, and it just wasn't enough to, like, to keep on going, and plus, if I consistently hitting the wall, because underfloor damage, because it caused a little bit of a, I think it caused it that, but I had a hard time to turn the car, went into the wall most of the time, so. And plus, don't forget, the more damage you give to your car, the more money they get these taxes. So they take the money away from your payment, and I don't want that. I want to keep the money in there. Obviously, we both two funding, we both are underfloor. So obviously, I don't want to quit early, but I got to think about my engine component because I know for the fact that if I carried on, like, pick to take the phone win to back her again, there's 50-50 chance that an accident finish away or a crash. And I don't want to crash. I should rather retire from away with no major damage. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can say that I'm, being poked for quitting early. You can say that I'm not too bothered about it. If I would do rather, I'll do the exact same thing. And you already knew the morning, I hate medical. No, like, cool. In the day, I bloody hate them. So obviously it's just a model for me to make in Monaco. So obviously I hope you forgive me on that. So it's just that it is annoying that Monaco is twice difficult, so I'm not gonna try about it. I'm gonna put a play based on. I'm just get ready to make for Spain, and I know in Spain will be about that, and I promise that. I promise. This is a bit of a promise about that. Or so I think you when we get to the menu. But actually, let's just talk about it right now. But I had to do so I had to get thumbnail and replay stop. So obviously, as you see, I had the map, so number the map, the top three. So obviously, they done really well. Matt actually moved up two positions to shoot for him. To go all the way down to the bottom. Alexander Albon and me, we got DNF. So obviously, if we look back to was it lap two or three with Tino or the three. Was it Tino or the three? It's the three drop back at the penalty. I'm not sure that applied, but they tracked into me or with Tino. They most of Alpha Tower well the Tamadar or not to that. The Tamadar are on that corner and that before the lap before the pit lane down then trapped into me. So obviously it was a stupid move from them and that's why they did the car came out. So obviously they caught a bit of a if that never happened, I would have carried on because I will have no floor underfloor damage and I'll be happy to continue and try to P1 and that's a lot of shock talk. But you know, I had to I'd rather protect the car, don't need too much money if I crashed out and everything. So it's just something I have to deal with really. So like I said then I apologise if you be annoyed that you have to jump in and waste your time. I'll apologise for that. But it's got to understand. I bloody hate monotone. But I know for the fact that they will take cash from me and I don't want to do the carry on and then crash out and then lose loads of money from it. I need to take money up. Oh, come on. It's a bad day for the N8 double black related to smoke control. No update timing. I'll just have to find out net episode for that one. Ah, it's a bad day for Monaco. For this episode, absolutely lovely day for the black racing. So I see you next episode in Spain, long time. So before we leave, we slide, to another episode about